He's actually not eating.
No.
Because he already ate.
I did.
But anyway. Mr. Smooth, your new nickname?
Snowman.
Yeah, because we found out you drive a truck. So,
It's fitting.
I guess. Kim liked it. I guess that's all that really matters. But today is Tuesday.
It is.
It's not. It's Monday. Jimmy's on vacation right now.
Last day.
So we're going to do the videos today. He was up at his property. But we're going to do a tag video that I came up with this week because Jimmy, like I told you last week, Jimmy was going to do it, but then he was on vacation. So Roy got a reprieve because he was going to come up with a really good question for Roy.
I still got it.
He still got it.
Next week, though.
And then you're going to hear some background noises. I'm getting a home generator put in, and we have no power. I was trying to figure out why the light wouldn't go on. They shut the power off. That's what I'm dealing with. Yeah, so they shut the power off, and so you're going to hear a lot of noise in the background, but we have to do this now because it's when Jimmy's here.
This is when I'm here.
So I am going to tag Gina Pearson because I already contacted her, and she said she was going to do it. Obviously, I'm going to tag Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate, Valerie Reese.
And I am going to tag Kim from A Girl on Her Phone and Snowman.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, next week, Jimmy.
Unless he doesn't like Snowman, I can come up with a different one.
Yeah, if you don't like Snowman, David, let us know, and we'll come up with it. He'll come up with another one.
I got tons of them.
Tell him your short joke about your friend before we go.
Oh, okay. So one of the guys.
The guy understands. He likes his humor.
Yes, he likes my humor, so he always laughs.
And I did think it was funny.
It is. So he's 4'9". Okay, he's a really short guy. So I always make short jokes to him, and he always makes tall jokes back to me. So he gets the humor. So we were golfing, and he made a putt. And so somebody else in the group was like, "Hey, Jim, you haven't given Wally a short joke at all." And I go, "I got one." I go, "Wait, Wally." And he goes, "What?" And I go, "Okay, tell everyone how you're going to get your ball out of the hole." He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I go, "Go on, jump in the hole and throw it out." And I won't use the words, but he was laughing. And he's like, "I'm so tired of this."
Yeah, he egged him on for another joke.
He did. So, I've got him with a bunch of stuff. I'm like, "Oh, you cut the legs off your furniture so you can get into the chair?"
He's mean, I'm telling you, mean. Okay, the tag this week is called Would You Rather. So the first question is, would you rather read the book or watch the movie?
Watch the movie.
No, read the book.
Gotta have the quotes.
No, you gotta have the quotes, but you can still get the quotes in the book.
Yeah, but usually when they make the movie from the book, there's someone
funny.
Not yours, because yours is all about murder and someone drowning or whatever it is. But usually they're funny. Like if it's a funny book, there's a funny person.
He chose poorly.
There
you go. Indiana Jones.
Yes.
I would rather read the book because I don't know how anybody can really watch a movie that hasn't read the book. Like I said, when I read The Godfather, which was like a book about that fact.
I cannot watch The Godfather.
Really?
I have tried 3 or 4. Even Samantha's
you
like,
should read
how
the
can
book.
you not watch this? I'm like, it is boring.
No, because you don't know what's going on. Because they've cut so much out of the book to make the movie. Because if they made the movie according to the book, it'd probably be like a 4-hour movie.
It already is like a 7-hour series or whatever.
Well, no, that's like 1, 2, 3. And then only one is really based on the book. But no, I'm going to read the book every time and I just read American Rust, which is going to be a miniseries on Showtime, because I wanted to get the background, because I know they're not going to show everything like they did. True. So I'm all set.
But a little tidbit on your Indiana Jones quote. You know the scene where the guy with the swords, and then he just...
Oh, yeah, he had the flu that day.
He had the flu that day. It's the only reason, because it was a big fight scene.
There was an ad-lib.
Yep.
Shot him. Which worked out better, I thought.
It did.
Okay, number 2. Would you rather be your first love's second choice or your second love's first choice?
For what?
For, like, if somebody would fall in love with you. Your first love would have been Cindy. Your second love would have been Samantha. So would you rather Samantha chose you to be her first love, or would you rather that you were...
So does that mean if I pick Samantha to be my first love, then we're not together?
No.
You know what I mean? Am I going backwards?
I didn't think it was that confusing, but maybe it was. I'm just saying, like...
I would choose Samantha.
What I'm saying is, everybody knows that watches my video that I was in love with Chuck Cybeck. So would I have wanted him to say, you know what, I'm really in love with Mary Kay, but you know what, okay, Sandy, I'll take you because you're my second choice. Or Jim was your dad, it was my second love, but I was his first choice. He never was in love with anybody else before he was in love with me. So I would rather have my second love be my first choice because your dad was I was
that
his
doesn't
first
work
choice.
for me. Because obviously I'm not with my first love. I'm with my second love.
Okay, well,
and she's not my first, or I'm her second love.
Oh, now you got me confused. I didn't think it was that confusing of a question.
Like I said, I choose Samantha.
So you're choosing your second love to be your first choice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah, you would have rather met Samantha before you met your first wife.
As long as we're still like we are now, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, okay.
See, like I said.
I
just went the long way around. We circled back.
Yeah, we circled back. I would rather have my second choice as first love. There we go. Well, you are Samantha's second choice.
Yes, that's
because she was married before her husband died. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, number 3, would you rather see the future or change the past?
I kind of want to see the future this thing is going towards.
This future's not looking too bright.
That's why I'd pick and see the future, so I know where to steer.
Yeah, I think I would want to change the past because I think the past has made us who we are.
Sure.
We just have to learn from the past. So I would rather see the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 4, would you rather be with someone who is rich but very boring or someone who's poor but very interesting?
Poor and interesting.
Yeah, I'd rather be with somebody poor and interesting because you know what? If they were poor but they were interesting, they'd be interested enough to figure out a way to have fun.
That's true.
Even though you're poor, they'd figure out a way around it. You know?
Exactly.
Where someone is rich,
we always did.
Yes, we did. That's a good one. Yeah, his mother has never been good with money, but that never stopped us from having stuff.
No, we didn't. First one in the block going to VCR. It's only $900. Let's just run out and get it.
And we made payments on it for 6 months.
We made payments on a VCR. Picture that.
I forgot about that. I got it at J.L. Hudson's.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Bruce.
And you weren't allowed to rewind in it.
No.
They had to buy the separate rewinders. We don't want to ruin this $900 item.
That's right. And I remember that Bruce kept telling me that because he kept saying, get a beta. The beta's going to be here forever.
Yep. And then it wasn't.
And it wasn't. So I forgot about that. Yeah, we had a lot. We had furniture being carried into the house as the collectors were coming.
I was going to say, I remember that too.
No collectors come to collect money.
Yep.
We had an interesting life.
We did.
Poor but interesting. And then we weren't really poor.
No, we weren't.
We were just,
poor.
I mismanaged money poorly. That was it. Because your dad always had a good job.
Yes,
it's a good thing because you only imagine. I would have put us worse in debt probably. Anyway, number 5. Would you rather have a maid, a chef, or a chauffeur?
Just a joke, Samantha. I have all 3.
Oh no, he's in for trouble now.
I would say, I would say a chauffeur. That way, when I go to work, I could just wake up, go back to sleep, wake up when we get to work.
I would pick a chauffeur only because I don't like to drive. I hate to drive.
I knew you were picking a chauffeur.
And having a maid, maybe when my kids were little, then when they were making a mess, but my kids had their responsibilities and they had their chores. They had their jobs that they had to do.
We were her maids.
They were. Not as much as my mother. My mother used to make us and that's back when you polished furniture with polish. You didn't have that spray stuff. You had to polish it. And she'd have us polish the legs on the furniture, like on the dining room table legs and on the legs of the chair. It was a maid's thing. Number 6, would you rather have a soulmate or a life partner?
A life partner.
I'd rather have a life partner because your dad and I got into it. He knew that I was digging us in debt, but he liked to reap the benefits of it.
Exactly.
As long as he didn't have to deal with anybody.
Exactly.
And you know what? I did do like Roseanne sometimes. And I'm not proud of that. Well, I kind of am because
It worked out.
It worked out. Like when you put the water bill and the electric bill, people open that. And it's, oh my gosh, you can't get away with it anymore.
Don't sign the check.
Oh, didn't I not sign the check? Oh, don't date the check.
Yeah, don't date the check. That's what it was.
There was a lot of different things, but I know I was very conniving with money. I really was. But I am so much better now.
You are way better now.
Way better now. We're getting a home generator put in.
That is true.
Who'd have thunk? I would have never been able to do that before. Okay, number 7. Would you rather get $4,000 a week now for the rest of your life, or just $1 million right now?
$1 million right now, and then put it in the bank and collect the interest, which would be way more than $4,000 a week.
Yeah, I would. Well, at my age, I would pick. Well, at any age, you don't know. You're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Well, you're still living off the interest of $1 million, which is more than $4,000.
Yeah, but then you gotta worry about taxes and stuff like that. But if you invested it right, I guess, put it in an annuity. See, I learned about annuities too. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought that?
Okay, number 8. Would you rather have unlimited wealth but just so-so health, mediocre health, or an outstanding health but very little money?
I would rather be like I have it now. Outstanding health and very little money.
Yes, I think there's health is the most important, wealthiest thing you can have in your life.
Yes.
Is your health.
Right, because I want to be miserable with all this. I can't do anything if I'm miserable.
Right. No, and you know what? Even if you had unlimited wealth but mediocre health, you'd be spending all your money on your health.
That's true.
So, yeah, I would rather have the outstanding health but very little money. Number 9, would you rather have eternal wealth or superpowers?
I want superpowers. So that way I can use my superpowers in eternal. My superpower would be I could turn anything into whatever I wanted eternally.
I would pick superpowers just because if you had the superpower, if you could see tomorrow, you'd know what the winning lottery numbers were, so you could bet the lottery.
That's true.
So I would pick the superpower.
I'd pick the superpower.
And the last one, number 10, be granted 10 wishes that you can give to someone else and they can't give any of them back to you. Or 20 wishes for yourself, but you can't give any of your wishes to anybody else. You can't say, well, one of my wishes is to give my mother 10 wishes. No, you have to either give all 10 away or keep 20 for yourself.
No, I'm keeping 20 then. Sorry. If I can't give them to anybody, I'm keeping that one. If it was 20, I'd say, okay, I'll keep like 10 and I'll give everyone else 10.
Yeah, but you can't give any of your
wishes
wishes away.
You can't give any away, so
yeah,
I'm not getting screwed out of this deal.
See, now, I think at my age right now, I would give my 10 wishes to someone else. I really would, because I've got just about
But
what
at
I
the
want in
same
my
time,
life.
if you gave them to somebody else, then, I believe in karma, so then you get good karma coming back.
I taught my kids that. What you throw out in the universe is going to come back and hit you.
That's true, but I'm still taking the 20.
No, I'd give my 10 wishes to someone else. Then your dad would be mad at me.
He'd be like,
What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Okay, once again, I am tagging Joan's Pointed Plate, Valerie Reese, and Gina Pearson.
Yeah, I'm tagging a girl in her phone, and what's his name?
Snowman?
Snowman.
Snowman.
What would only be better is if they had a dog named Fred.
Oh, that would be true, but I don't think they have a dog. Well, they only have Flair.
Yeah, now you got to get a dog named Fred.
I don't know if she has a dog. I don't think she has a dog. I think she just has Flair. I don't know. What if she nicknamed Flair Fred?
Well, that's up to them. But he'd have to drive around with Flair. That's the whole point.
Oh yeah, I don't think
happening.
Kim's going to let Flair out of her sight. Flair is Kim's.
Yeah,
I get that impression.
That ain't happening.
So, anyway, Jimmy is going to come up with the questions next week. So, Roy,
look out! I got one special one.
Everybody else is going to get 10 questions, but Roy is going to get 11. And it doesn't matter if I tag you or Kim tags you.
You're still getting it.
You're still getting it. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe,
like,
comment,
and share.
We'll talk to you guys next week.